Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this January 5th. A winter weather advisory is in effect all day today, tonight, and into early Friday morning. The radar, if you looked at it and you didn't know what you were looking at, you would think, well, it's already snowing, but it's not. You have to look at the numbers. We have a spread between the actual air temperature and the dew point. And as we've often discussed here, the dew point is another way we measure the amount of moisture in the air. And when you get a spread between the air temperature and the dew point, we call that a dew point depression. When that spread is like it is right now, then we know that the radar is going up and hitting actual snow. But because the air is so dry here near the surface, then all of that snow is evaporating before it even reaches the ground. So it appears that we're seeing snow when you look at the radar, but then there's actually nothing hitting the ground. So that's the difference, and that's why if you're looking at our app and you're looking at the radar or you see it on TV and you think, oh, it's snowing. Somewhere it's snowing. Well, not really. Not until you get back into southern Illinois, parts of Missouri. You know, the real energy with this has yet to arrive. We're just seeing a lot of cloud cover and some reflectivity on radar, but nothing is actually hitting the ground. Example, the current temperature is 27 here in Bowling Green at 4:54 a.m. as I record this podcast. 27 is the air temperature, but 16 is the dew point. So that's a pretty good spread by 11 degrees. Again, that's a dew point depression. So when that happens like that, that means that the air just at the surface is too dry to support any moisture. But when that dew point temperature of 16 gets a little closer to that 27, then we know that the atmosphere is beginning to moisten up a little bit more. And as those numbers come a little bit closer together than they are now, then we know that whatever we're seeing on radar is actually hitting the ground. That's why snow and winter weather events are so hard to predict and pinpoint down to how much you're going to get and all that, because it's just so tricky. You've got to get enough cold air, which we have established. We talked about that yesterday. That cold air foundation has been laid. So we're certainly going to see all snow once the precipitation takes hold. But then there's a little bit of question of placement and how much, according to the models. And they've been kind of going back and forth as to how this is going to play out. But we've just kind of generalized it and said, you know, I still think we're going to get possibly up to an inch, especially if you live north of Bowling Green. That's where some of the better possibilities of that happening may occur. And then there will be a southern tracking system that is going to affect Tennessee and some of the Dixie states that's going to come in Friday into Saturday. And that's going to lay down another coating of snow, but further south. So we're somewhere in between the system coming in today and the one to the south early weekend. Therefore, I just don't think we're going to see that much. But as you know, around here, it doesn't take much to cause problems on the roadways, and I do think that's going to be our biggest impact, is maybe some slick roads this afternoon, this evening. This would all be primarily after school lets out, I think, for the drive home, but more so tonight and early Friday. I think we're going to have more issues with schools on Friday than we will today, at least in our area. Now, already to the north of us, just as an example, school systems up around the metro Louisville area are closed today. As far south as Hardin County, the E-Town area, in the northern half of our viewing area are closed. So, but this far south, I think you're going to be able to get school in today. You may see on your way home from school some snowflakes starting to fall, but I think you should be fine. They've pre-treated the roads, and even some of the back roads are not going to be that bad until we get on, later this evening. and early tomorrow especially. All right, let's get to it here. 41 was our high yesterday in Bowling Green, 45 the average. That's a 4-degree difference. 25 was our low, 27 the average. That's a 2-degree difference. A year ago, we had a high of 41 and a low of 23 in 2016, almost exactly like yesterday. And, of course, no precipitation thus far, but it's coming. 100% chance of snow likely today, especially as we get into the afternoon. Some of you will begin to see it around late morning to midday off to the north of Bowling Green. A high today of 32, freezing, 32, northwest wind at 7. Then tonight, a continued 60% chance of light snow. Total accumulation in the Bowling Green area anywhere from a half inch to an inch plus once you go north of the parkways. And when I say that, I mean the Western Kentucky Parkway, the Bluegrass Parkway. That's where you could see an inch or more. A low tonight of 18. So that means whatever falls is going to stick and cause some slick roads. Friday, we're going to awake to clouds and flurries. Then mostly cloudy, cold, high of only 25, and then a low of 13 on Friday night. Saturday, sunny but cold, 28. Sunday, sunny but cold, 27, with lows in the teens both of those nights. So we're looking at 4 nights in a row of teens overnight lows through Sunday night, Monday morning. Now, Monday, a warm front is going to make its way into the area. Mostly sunny. We'll zoom up to 40. And then Tuesday into Wednesday, rain is coming back into the picture. Breezy, too. 50% chance of showers Tuesday, a warm 53. Wednesday, 60% chance of rain and breezy with a high of 54. Most of next week, we will be in the 50s. We should be about 45 for a high, but 50s. So we're going to go from below average to above average. We never just can't meet in the middle sometimes with these temperatures. Crazy stuff. Just be careful. Snow coming in later. Winter weather advisory through 6 a.m. on Friday. Now, if you need school updates, you need to know the latest weather. Watch a radar. Don't trust what I call the crap apps. The one that came with your phone, it's crap. Have you ever looked at the app that come with your phone and it's raining and then it says, oh, sunshine in Bowling Green? Well, that's why, because they're somewhere else. Trust the WBKO app. Download it now. It's in the App Store if you have an iPhone. If you have an Android phone, it's through Google Play. Just search WBKO. It's free. Download it. You get hourly updates. You get severe weather notices. You get school closings. You get interactive radar that you can center where you live or where you work and watch the radar anytime you want to. All kinds of cool stuff. News bulletins, breaking news, all that. Use our app. The other ones are crap. I'm just saying. The one that came with your phone, AccuWeather, Weather Channel, it doesn't matter. Crap, crap, crap. So, be careful out there. Thanks for listening, as always, to the podcast, and God bless. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday, streaming live to the WBKO app and WBKO.com.